Hello guys, we're back with another video. This time we have President Joe Biden versus Senator Ted Cruz of Texas. Ted Cruz does have a pretty low favorability rating, even from the state of Texas. I mean, he nearly lost to Beto O'Rourke in the 2018 election. So he definitely has an uphill battle against him, even though Biden's approvals are still negative. They're definitely climbing. I've seen some polls that put him at 45, 46. One of them were from Rasmussen, so Biden's approvals have definitely rebounded, like I predicted, especially with all his legislative victories he's been getting. So that's a definite plus for him in his favorability rating. And Ted Cruz has a pretty low in favorability rating, so we'll see what happens. All right, let's get into this. First few states. Colorado. I see this as a safe blue state. I don't think Ted Cruz would have any chance at flipping it. I think Biden would win this by over 10%. New Mexico, on the other hand, see Biden winning by 8%. Same with Virginia. I do think Ted Cruz being from Texas will maybe help him a little bit in New Mexico. Plus, Latinos are kind of shifting a little bit more to the Republicans, but we'll see if that effect stays with the 2022 elections. In Virginia as well, I do think it'll tick down a bit just because Biden's approvals are negative. There's certainly going to be some independent voters who will vote for the Republican just because they don't approve of Joe Biden currently. In the state of Texas, it's Ted Cruz's home state. I see no reason why he wouldn't win it by over 5%. So, I would say he'd win it by 7, honestly. State of Iowa, I see this as going as the likely margin for Ted Cruz. He doesn't have the best populist appeals in the Rust Belt, so that'll definitely hurt him. He only wins the state by about 7 or 8 points. Ohio, on the other hand, I only see Ted Cruz winning here by 4, honestly. I think Ted Cruz will really struggle here with his populist appeals, and he'll only narrowly carry this state, which is pretty bad for his campaign, considering Republicans usually need Wisconsin and Pennsylvania to win the Rust Belt, and the fact that Ohio's lean does show a huge sign of weakness for Republicans there. In Nebraska's second, I think Biden would appeal to the right type of moderate voters in this district to carry this district by about 3 or 4 points against Ted Cruz. In the state of Florida and North Carolina, I see these as being holds for Ted Cruz. I think he'll unite most of the Republican base in the Sun Belt here to vote for him. In Nevada, on the other hand, I see this as a narrow tilt in favor of Joe Biden. I think he'll be able to narrowly carry this state against Ted Cruz, while Ted Cruz will be able to narrowly carry Arizona just because he isn't Trump, but it'll definitely be by an under 1% margin, like 0.5%. And I say just because he isn't Trump, it's because usually Arizonan voters will vote for the Republican as long as they aren't Trump, just because of how bad Trump dissed McCain. And also, Ted Cruz has to be careful about not fully accepting Trump's endorsement because that could hurt him with independent voters in the state, which is why it's so competitive. In the state of Georgia as well, I think just because Ted Cruz is from the South, and the factor that he isn't as hated among independents as Trump is, I think he'll be able to narrowly carry the state just because of Biden's still negative approval ratings, like -8. All right, let's head to the New England area. Maine at large, I think Biden would be able to carry by a likely margin, while Maine's second would be a lot more competitive, would be in the lean category. Well, say in New Hampshire, Biden would win by 4% against Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz might have a bit of a chance here in New Hampshire. It is a live free or die state, but I think Biden would still win it over Ted Cruz. The state of Maine, I think Biden would be able to carry by 6 points against Ted Cruz. Again, Ted Cruz does not have the best Rust Belt populist appeal. Maybe in Wisconsin he did pretty good in the primary in 2016, but that was so long ago. The state of Michigan, I think Biden would be able to win this state against Ted Cruz, honestly. I don't think Ted Cruz could get the margins Trump could out of the rural areas and the suburbs. Even though Ted Cruz might have a different feel among independents here, I think populist appeal he sucks with. So, yeah, he's not winning Michigan. And I don't think he's going to be able to win Pennsylvania either. I think he might be like Mehmet Oz, and he wouldn't be able to appeal to voters here. They would just see him as really out of touch and elitist, which is what Mehmet Oz is being perceived as so far in Pennsylvania. And even in the state of Wisconsin, honestly, with Biden's approvals rebounding, I think at this point, Joe Biden will be able to get a narrow victory over Ted Cruz in the 2024 election. So let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.